Hello, sports fans. It's me, Sportsman Z, Bob Zolke, and I'm here with the Week 12 picks. Now, we're going to remind people how I did last week, because last week I was 11-3. Yeah, the Sportsman was kicking it last week. And if my Bears hadn't let me down, 12-2. But no, we were really 11-3. So on the year, I am now 95-64, which puts me back at my 597, right on the brink of 600. Just that close to getting 60% correct for the year. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen as long as teams that are Jekyll and Hydes like Dallas leave the league, but I don't think that's likely, so we'll see. We'll see if I get back to 60%, but I'm going to need another week kind of like that to do it. So, let's get into this. Let's get into this bad boy. All right? We got a Thursday night game coming up. Some of you might know that. And it's the Texans at home against the Colts. I'm going with the Texans, even though they looked really horrible against Baltimore. You know, the Colts are not really all that great either. And the Texans are at home. Mainly, that's why I'm going with the Texans here. If this was in Indianapolis, I might go with the Colts. But yeah, go with Indianapolis in this game. So now, starting with the Sunday games, we got the Browns and the Dolphins. Yes, and the Browns are at home. And again, you know, assuming the Browns don't hit anybody with a helmet, they should win this game. I'm thinking that they're at home. The Dolphins still aren't really that good. Don't let them fool you. They're not that good. They've started to play a little better and more as a team. But yeah, we're going to go with the Browns and Baker Mayfield and that dysfunctional group, because I think they're probably going to be able to beat Miami. Now, the next game we've got is the Lions and the Redskins. Yeah, go with the Lions, okay? I mean, the Redskins are just horrible. Horrible. I mean, right now, the only team I would pick the Redskins to beat is the Bengals. And really, it might be a tie. So now we've got another game coming up, and that's going to be the Raiders against the Jets. And the Jets are at home. But I'm still going with the Raiders because the Jets aren't that good. I mean, really, they had their hands full with Washington. I mean, they won the game by a lot, but all right, maybe they didn't have their hands full with Washington. That was probably an exaggeration. But they didn't beat Washington by as much as a team like Washington should have been beaten by. If it was a regular team that could actually play football that was playing. So now we got the next game is the Bears at home against the Giants. Now, I know Trubisky is terrible. And I know that they have a high school offense. But the Giants aren't that great, and this game is in Chicago, so I'm not really that confident about this, but I'm going to say the Bears, just because they're my favorite team and they're at home. And they're playing the Giants. The next game we got is the Saints against the Panthers. Yeah, I don't think that's pretty much a no-brainer, and this is the Saints at home, too. So, it's on top of everything. Forget about it. So, the next game you got is the Falcons at home against the Buccaneers. I'm going with the Falcons. Might be a little bit of a surprising pick, but then again, the Buccaneers have been inconsistent, too. And the Falcons are in Atlanta, so I'm kind of leaning towards Atlanta there. All right, now the next one we got is the the Bills at home and the Broncos. I'm going with the Bills. I'm not real confident in the fact that the Bills have arrived. They haven't arrived anywhere. But they're probably better than the dysfunctional Broncos. I mean, you know. And now we've got the Jags over the Titans at home. I'm going to say the Jags are going to go down there and they're going to go into Tennessee and beat the Titans because the Titans are a mess. And the Jags have Nick Foles back. And even if Nick Foles got injured again, now we know that Minshew, whatever his name is pretty good and could come in and step in reliably for him. The next game we have is the Patriots at home playing Dallas. And, you know, let's be realistic here. You got to go Patriots. Because Dallas can't even beat bad teams sometimes. So they're going to really have their hands full with the Patriots. And the Patriots are really kind of miffed that... I mean, if you're a team that's mad after you won a game, that's a team you want to watch out for. And they did. They beat the Eagles, but they were still, you know, they were pissed at how they played. So, I don't know. You know. So, now the next game we got is the Niners and the Pack, and the Niners are at home, so I'm going to go with the Niners. If this game was in Green Bay, you might be able to twist my arm and say take Green Bay. And look, the small Green Bay helmet. This is the first time we've seen, I think, the small Green Bay helmet. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go with the 49ers in this one, just because they're at home and they have a better record. I don't know how convinced I am that they're really as great as their record is, but they're good. They're definitely good. So now we've got the next game that we have is the Seahawks and the Eagles. Now this game is going to be in Philadelphia, but I'm still going with the Seahawks because Philadelphia is just not that good. I think the people in Philadelphia are finding out that Wentz isn't quite the quarterback that they thought he was. Although we would certainly trade Trubisky for him in a New York minute. But anyway, I digress. The next game we got is the Steelers over the Bengals. The Bengals are at home. This game is in Cincinnati. But we're going to go with the Steelers. Even though, you know, Rudolph might have a bit of a headache right now. But other than that, should be fine. And I don't think the Bengals are going to try to hit anyone with helmets. So, let's see what happens. And then the Monday night game, the final game that we're going to preview is the Ravens and the Rams. And this game is going to be in LA. But I'm going with the Ravens because the Ravens are beating everybody. They're beating everybody. I mean, they beat the Patriots. But yet, they look human against teams like, what was it, Kansas City? And speaking of Kansas City, they are one of the teams that's going to have a bye this week. Kansas City, Minnesota, the Chargers, and the Cardinals are all off this week. I don't know how that impacts my picks. I don't know if it makes it harder, makes it easier, or what. But I know I was 11-3 last week. So anyway, I hope you guys like those picks. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm doing some high quality drugs or what? Leave a comment below. Let me know what games you would differ on. Ring the bell so that you are notified when I have a new video out. And what else is there? Oh yeah, so here's my contact information if you want to contact me other than leaving me a message below. There's my Twitter. There's my Instagram. There's my email. So you can contact me at any of those places. And if I was a big channel that had commercials, I might be worried about the COPPA thing, but I'm really not. So you could leave me a message anywhere. You can even leave it below, because, you know, some of these people are going to lose their abilities to have comments left for them if they are determined to be a child-friendly channel, which this definitely is not. So anyway, I'd love to hear what you think. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down if you want. You can play it however you need to play it. So anyway, it's Bob Zolke, Sportsman Z, signing off.